So a couple days ago, I did that community record thing of the Origins No Billables, and if you saw that, you would know it didn't really end up going my way. But I want more perk slots, and I can't force a zombie blood with the ice staff because... Roll! I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. No. No, I'm done. Yeah, I ended up rage quitting nowhere even close to the record, so I decided to look at some more community records and found one for Nacht, a map that I have played a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. And I found the Thompson area only community record where pretty much you have to go to the Thompson room. For some reason, it requires you to open the way to the Thompson room from the stairs. I don't know why, but it's just one of the rules. So yeah, I guess I have to open from the stairs to the Thompson room and stay in there using only the Thompson, M1911, and grenades. No mystery boxes allowed. The world record is 91, which there is no way in hell I'm getting that. That would probably take forever. And because I'm not a dedicated world record player at all, and I've literally never trained in the box room with the stairway opened, I was hoping for at least round 30, which isn't super high on the leaderboards, but it would at least be good because, like I said, I'm not a dedicated world record player at all, and I just wanted something to do for a video that's fun and on a map that I like. So round 30 was my goal, but if I could get to 30, I'm obviously not going to stop. I'm going to go as far as I possibly can. And the early rounds of this were pretty much the same as early rounds on normal Nacht. Extremely slow because the spawns are so far and just kind of boring. I literally just stood in here with a Thompson, and since I'm not allowed to leave this room and the majority of zombies are spawning in the spawn room, it would take them a while to get here. Thankfully, zombies start sprinting on round 6, and then most of them are sprinting by close to 10, so they started to speed up at least, but the first 6 to 8 rounds actually took 10 to 15 minutes. It was annoyingly slow. But once I started getting the zombies actually fast, I was just playing normally, trying to find a decent training spot in this room with the stairs open. I've trained in here before, but I would open the help door because that's the world record strategy and not the stairs. Training in here with the stairs open was pretty much completely new to me. And I mean, if you know how World at War is, the janky zombie movement can really screw you over. So training in a somewhat new type of way on World at War isn't always going to go well. But it seemed to be going well enough for me. Honestly, because I've played Nacht so much, I just know how the zombies work, and I just know what gaps I can run through half the time. The zombie movement is pretty bad, and sometimes they'll just straight up moonwalk to the side or just backwards and block ways. But a lot of the time it actually helps you more than it hurts you because you can run straight past small gaps without getting hit. The only bad thing about this was that I pretty much was having to train with full hordes on the low rounds, which sucks because the spawns are so slow and that makes it way harder because I can't really kill the zombies fast at all because the Thompson kind of starts to fall off at round 20-ish. It can still one mag a zombie, but not super reliably. If you miss some shots, it might not. And by 25, I think it can still, but you have to hit all your shots and you got to be close. As far as a training strategy, I was kind of just winging it every round and just hoping I didn't get horrible spawns and was able to get a full horde. I was literally just kind of running in every which way, hoping I didn't get blocked off, and it was somehow working. I got blocked off many times and was able to just double back and run straight through little tiny gaps. And I don't know how it was working. I was trying to keep some of the barriers boarded up, like the one right next to the Thompson wall by, but they'd break through it pretty quick half the time, and I would just start running a full train around this room once they were all in there and just repeatedly buying Thompson ammo. I wasn't having to buy it too often now because it's only 26, and the Thompson is still somewhat strong. It can still kill a zombie with a full mag, I think, but you gotta hit your shots. But once they're all in a group like that, it's pretty easy to hit them all. And because I mention this in pretty much every World at War Zombies video that I do, There is only 24 zombies per round on Nacht, Verrückt, and Shinonuma, which makes insta-kills and nukes extremely good because they can end pretty much a full round. Maybe not in the super early rounds, but once you're past like 30 or 40, they'll very easily end a full round. And honestly, at this point, with me pretty much being on my goal on my very first try, I was thinking that maybe I could go for like top 5, which was round 52, because I mean, I'm literally on 29 on my very first try, so I was very confident that I would be able to just get really far. And then I got blocked off and just barely couldn't make it through that gap and died on 29. You can probably imagine how absolutely thrilled I was to die on 29. But that game actually gave me some confidence to just keep going because I was kind of still confident that I could get far. If I got to 29 on my first try without even really having a training strat down, I could probably get way farther on my second try. And on this attempt, I did something very stupid. On my last one, I was recording the full gameplay. But on this one, I decided, oh, I'm probably not going to get that far. I'm probably not going to get super far, so I won't record the full game. I'll pause my recording in between some stuff. So I wasn't recording the full gameplay, meaning I could not submit this game to the ZWR leaderboards. And as you'll see throughout this game, I end up very much regretting this. Also, I just want to mention this as far as like my channel goes. There was those 2 videos I uploaded that were like way longer than usual, like the hour-and-a-half long Last Gen BO3 video and then like the 30-minute Origins video. The video length will kind of just depend on how much I'm willing to edit. If I want to just not like have to look through all of the footage and stuff, the videos will be shorter like this, where I just kind of find like highlights and stuff that I've like written down, because I do write stuff down as I go through the game of like what I should put in, and then I'll just include these and voice over it like this and not include the live commentary. Also, on some, my live commentary just isn't that good because I'm honestly just new at it and not really that great, so some videos will be shorter like this one and the Shinonuma one, some will be longer. But back to talking about the game, I ended up getting a nuke on round 28, which immediately put me back onto 29 on my PB round. And let's hope I don't just completely throw the game 1 round off of 30 this time, because at this point in these videos, I don't even know how many times I have died 1 round off my goal, but it is definitely a lot. And at this point, the Thompson is pretty weak. I definitely don't think it could like one clip a zombie. Maybe it could if I would hit like all headshots like perfectly, but I mean, it definitely wasn't getting one out of my way at all, because I mean, there's just simply no way I'm going to hit all headshots. But the rounds still weren't slow at all. I would just have to get the full horde and then kind of spam them. So I hit 30 and then just kept going. It's pretty much the scary part is like the first 20 to 30 seconds of the round when I have to get the horde together. And then once I actually have the horde together, it's pretty easy. I just run in circles around the room, spamming the Thompson at their heads. But I honestly didn't mind just the walking in circles with the Thompson, because, I mean, I really like Nacht, and I also really like the Thompson. The Thompson and the PPSH are both probably my top 2 favorite SMGs and zombies. PPSH is just really good, and I always use it when I go for hard rounds on Chino. And the Thompson is also really good, and I buy it on pretty much every World at War map except Verrückt, because on Verrückt I don't even open that side of the map that has the wall buy, so I never really use it on there. But finally, on round 35 of this attempt, I finally had somewhat of a training strat. I would literally just try to train around this one pillar, getting all of them together and keeping this one little barrier there closed. And then once they got out of that one, I would just do like a full loop around the room, just spamming the Thompson at their heads. It would usually work. The only thing that could go wrong is if a couple would jump out of the barrier that's right there to my left that I'm running past early on in the round when I'm like still getting the horde together. But usually I'd be able to just run past them, or if the zombies jumped out of the barrier right next to Thompson at a bad time. But again, I was usually able to just run straight past them. On 37, I end up getting an insta-kill, which again are very helpful, because not only does it like instantly pretty much end the round that I'm on, but I can also kill a couple zombies at the start of the next round. So they put in a lot of work and are probably just the best drop that I can get. But I mean, I don't know like how the drops are on World at War with the 24 zombies around. You really don't get a drop every round, so The nukes and insta-kills are kind of just like at random times. I'll probably get one every couple rounds. They're not super consistent, but when I do get them, they are insanely, insanely helpful. And then right here, I'm hitting round 40, and I even have an insta-kill ready for the start of round 40. And this is when I really started to regret not recording the full gameplay, because if you didn't know, to submit a game to ZWR, which is the world record like leaderboard site, you need to have full gameplay recorded just so that they know that you didn't cheat. And I didn't record full gameplay, so I am now just a mere like 9 rounds away from top 5, and I can't submit this game. So I wasn't gonna quit right here because like I wanted to keep going. I was having fun, but I knew I couldn't submit this game, so it felt like I was kind of just wasting time, and it might have been better to just restart and record the full gameplay, but I decided to keep playing it. One of the main reasons I was just not like quitting and just redoing it with full gameplay recorded is because I have this awful habit of getting a really good game very early on in my attempts, and then after that, never getting a good game again. It happened with Bus Depot when I was retrying round 50. I got to 42 on like my first attempt, my controller disconnected, I died, and I spent like the next 2 days barely even being able to like hit the late to like mid 30s at all. It's just a horrible habit, and that's why I didn't want to restart, is because I didn't want to quit and then never get a good attempt again. At least if I didn't quit and I got like to 60 or something, at least I'd know in my head that I got that far, even if I can't actually put it on the leaderboard. But here we are, I hit round 50. I was very happy with that because I'm training in an area that I'm not particularly used to, with, the door open that I usually never open, so I was pretty happy at round 50. Now, I don't know how long this game actually took or how long these rounds were, because I didn't actually start the timer because, again, I wasn't recording the full game, so I just didn't really care to. But these rounds were definitely starting to slow down a bit. If I had to guess, I'd say these ones are probably over 5 minutes, which may not seem like that long, but when you take into account that I only have one horde per round because it's knocked, that definitely shows you how slow it's getting, which makes me really wonder how the person who got to 91, did not go insane, because I did actually watch some of his gameplay, and I think it took him, 30 minutes around at that point. 30 minutes to kill 24 zombies would probably drive me absolutely nuts. But here I am getting past round 52, which was the, top 5 on the leaderboard. Couldn't submit this game, but I was still happy at least knowing in my head that I got this far. But then at the end of round 55, I told myself, I'm going to just quit now on 56 and get a new game going, record the full gameplay, and hopefully get past 67, which would put me in second place. I figured, if I can get this far on only my second attempt, I can definitely play it again, record the full game, and get the second place on the leaderboard. And then I started doing some attempts, and they were going horribly. I was dying in the 30s, the 40s, and it just seemed like the curse of me not being able to get a good game after literally getting a good game super early was happening yet again. And then this one game, I was having some very clutch moments where I absolutely thought I was going to die, but was just barely escaping with my life. And I was really, really hoping that this was the game, because at this point, I had been trying for multiple hours and had just been dying in the 30s, 20s, the 40s, and I was just really, really hoping to just finally get a game where I could at least get to top 5. And on this game, I'm on round 52, which is top 5, so I finally got there, but spoiler alert, I actually end up dying on this round, which ties me with the top 5, which I'm fine with. I'm not gonna keep doing this over and over again. I'm fine with top 5, so I'll just let you watch my death and hear my reaction to it, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Oh, I died.